Hey guys, so well, here is my Lawnboy 10323 that I just got yesterday, and as you can see on the top of it I got my compression tester. So I'm going to do a compression test on it and see how good the compression is. Now I know for sure that it is good because just by pulling it over, it definitely feels really good. And as always, whenever you do a compression test, always make sure that the engine is cold. And so without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so let's get the spark plug out. It's going to be a 3/4 inch deep socket. I got my special spark plug tool here. And on these Duraforce Lawnboys, instead of using a Champion spark plug, it's an NGK. This particular one is a BPM 4A, or you can also use a BPM R 4A. Alright, so now let's stick the compression tester in. And just only screw it on there till it's snug, because you don't want to damage that that rubber O-ring on the compression tester. Alright, so that's good. Alright, that's as good as y'all are going to be able to see my compression tester. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull over the engine until the needle will stop moving. Y'all are probably going to see that before I will. Alright, so here we go. And there it is, just a little bit under 100 psi, which that's not too bad. Because usually if these engines had less than 90 psi, then it wouldn't run. So that's actually pretty good for a 14-year-old lawnmower with a 2-stroke engine. Okay, so that was back in October when I first bought the lawnmower. That was a day after I bought the mower when I did that compression test. That was with the original engine. And as y'all saw, the compression tester, it read just under 100 psi. So I was thinking to myself, I think it should have had much higher compression than that. So that was probably another reason on why I had wanted to replace the engine, other than just besides of with having a played crankshaft making me think that the connecting rod was getting loose, and I think pretty much it just was. So now this is going to be a compression test with the new engine, so let me get the compression tester hooked up. Alright, so I got the compression tester hooked up, so I'll just crank the engine over several times. And there's the result right there. That's definitely a big difference right there. About 115 psi. So actually the compression has actually increased. This was actually the second time I've actually did a compression test with the new short block. The very first time I did a compression test, it was 110. So now it's increased a bit, so that means that the engine, it's pretty much broken in. So I'm pretty sure once if I run this thing a little bit longer, it probably will increase a little bit more, so that's not too bad. Alright, so now take the compression tester off. Yeah, I'm doing this with one hand while holding the camera because I'm using my Kodak ZI-8 camera instead of my GoPro. And then put your spark plug back in. And once again, make sure it's finger tight. And then just use the socket and then just make sure it's just snug. Don't over tighten it because you could strip the threads on the cylinder head. Okay, hang on a second. Alright, good. So that's the compression test on my Lawnboy 10323 with both the original engine on it and as well as the new engine. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and so thanks for watching.